Hi everyone, Rachel Kitchen, Norwex Independent Consultant. I have a product demo for you today. I'm going to show you the Norwex stain remover and the power it has at getting out stains. Here we go. So I have this EnviroCloth, it's a travel size, and I used it to clean my oven. So as you can see, it's a little bit stained from that. This was definitely a tougher job, and the EnviroCloth, despite rinsing, is holding on to a lot of that dirt. So I just have it in a small container just to make it easier to spray. But what we're going to be using is the Norwex stain remover, and normally you apply this straight, but I'm actually diluting it only because I have so much surface area to cover on both sides of the cloth. So it'll just be a little easier to have it diluted. So what I did was I mixed a decent amount of it into one of the Norwex Forever bottles, and it's just mixed with water. So that's all you do is mix with water. We're gonna give it a good spray, and the one thing I love about these Forever bottles is that it has the foaming option. So there's a little screen that opens up if you want a regular spray, or if you leave this screen closed, you get this foaming option. So I'm going to give this a rub against itself, rub that all in, flip it over, and give the other side a good spray. Give this a rub. And then I'm going to let it sit. I'm going to give this about maybe 10 minutes, come back, check on it, and see how it's doing. So it hasn't been 10 minutes yet, but once I turned the camera off and I had two hands available, I wanted to rub the cloth a little better against itself, just to really rub in the stain remover, which I couldn't do with one hand on my phone and, one hand on the product. But I just wanted to show you, as I was rubbing, the dirt that's already just falling out of there. You see those drops? That's all dirty water that literally just fell out just from applying the stain remover and rubbing it. So now we're going to let this sit for a little longer, and then we'll come back and rinse it out. Okay, I'm back. I let this EnviroCloth sit for a bit, and now I'm going to give it a rinse and a good scrub. And you always want to use hot water. Ooh, look at the water coming out there. The hot water is going to help the fibers of the cloth open up and release whatever it's holding on to. I can just see it all coming right out. That's just some of the water that came out of there. Not perfect, but so much better. I'm going to actually give this another treatment and then another little scrub, and then I'll come back and see how much more we get out. All right, so we're back. I sprayed this a second time, scrubbed it all together just like you would do with any other stain remover, and now we're going to rinse again and see where we've gotten to. So once again, hot water. Always want to use hot to rinse all of your cloths. There we go again, dirty water coming right out. And rubbing it together while you're rinsing helps to open up the fibers and release all of the dirt and bacteria and whatever your cloth is holding on to. So once again, we can see the dirty water that came out. That's just some of it. And now we have a clean cloth. Maybe a couple little marks that right over here I see. Could use a little hit more, but that stain remover really just released all of the dirt with barely any effort. I use this on so many things in my house. It really is great when you use it straight and you just rub it on, rub the material together, whatever material it is, let it sit for a few minutes, and then rinse it out again in the hottest water that your material can stand, but you can use it on pretty much anything. So that's it. That's the Norwex stain remover. Thanks for watching.